Well, I guess the first time I recorded this didn't work, so here we go again. I don't feel like setting up a tripod or anything, so I'm just gonna hold this and hope for the best. And I think I'm just gonna talk about my pigs again because they're entertaining and have little personalities, and I don't feel like actually getting into anything super intense except the pigs, because that is essentially my life at this point. And so this past Sunday, I had to help take blood samples and weigh all 56 pigs. And they're heavy, and thank God I wasn't the one that had to catch them, because you have to catch them by their back feet and then they kick. And then you have to heft them up under your leg and hold their front feet while their back feet are still up by your shoulder. And up by your shoulder, and then you have to hold their neck down so that Scanlan could bleed them. Thank God I was just in charge of weighing them. And so after that, they sent all the samples off to get tests done or whatnot. Back up, Calypso. Back. They sent tests to get done, and we got the tests back today, and Boss Pigman said we have to euthanize too because their blood results came back positive for the disease we're working with. So we had to go out and euthanize said pigs, and one of them happened to be Tulip, which was one of Carla's favorite, and so she's kind of bummed. But at least my little black skeleton one is still alive. She's still trying, and I really hope she lasts the whole experiment if we make it that far in the project, because you have to have 40 pigs. By the end you start with 60. We are down to 54 after today, but after we euthanized the two, we had to go and necropsy them, aka animal autopsy, and collect tissue samples and stuff for them to be tested back at wherever they have to be sent. And you know how I've said that people are always telling you that you can't get the pig stink off you? Well, in the barn it's not so bad. I think chicken stink is worse, and I said that. I'm like, pigs aren't as bad as chickens. Well, I stand corrected. Dead pigs are worse. Dead pigs smell awful. They're terrible, and it doesn't come off, and so I probably still smell like dead pigs. But yeah, it was interesting. I think the creepiest part of the necropsies was when he cut the muscles in the tongue out, or cut them, and so you could pull the tongue through the throat, and so it's like chilling down by the heart and the intestines and stuff, and then it's interesting, but it was really, really creepy. That, and then there's a shelf on his bookshelf that has all the samples in baggies, which is also kind of creepy. My dad said that I should have said, I've seen that on Criminal Minds before. I don't know. The other news is that I have to come back to the East Coast. Christy, I think you already know this, but Liz, you don't. I have an interview at the end of the month with Ross in New Jersey for vet school, and I really hope I get in, because that would be fantastic, and I wouldn't have to stay here and figure out my life again. So I will be back in your neck of the woods in like 2 weeks. But apart from that, not too much has been going on. I don't feel like talking about very much else, and it's super late here, and which means it's an hour later your time. So I'm gonna go edit this and hope I get it up in time, because I have to go off your time zone. Anyway, I will see you on Friday, Liz.